Incredible achievement, so many thanks to our friends from the media. I've been asked to say a few words just to wrap things up, and I'm trying to think of what I really can say, because in between questions and answers from the media and from the rest of from Roger and more, but there are a couple of things, I guess. First of all, I mean, well done.
Yes!
I mean,
well done.
Just well done. I've never run a marathon, but I have done a bit of running in my life, and I know how hard long distance is. And I mean, to do it, as you said, in another part of the world, with conditions that really are beyond anything I think that any of us have ever experienced, which brings a whole new element to the challenges of doing extreme sports, extreme endurance sports. It's not to be underestimated, and I have a small story to share with you. I mean, you are absolutely fearless, and I think what you did in terms of taking on this challenge, dealing with all of the things that geopolitics and stuff like that throws at us, it shows a resilience as well. But you are one tough cookie. I know this. So last week I was in Hong Kong, and I happened to have a cup of coffee with Rob. And Rob is a pretty decent athlete, as you know, right? Rob is our Chief Operating Officer, has done, I think, plenty of marathons. I think he's done an Ironman as well. And he's a pretty top-class amateur athlete. And he's very competitive. He's very driven. And, obviously, we'll come on in a minute, because I do want to thank everybody for the sort of pivoting spectacularly that they did and they were able to achieve. But Rob was telling me that this was brutal, right? I mean, he was saying this is brutal. And as Joyette, I think, said, it's kind of a circuit. So is it 4 circuits? There were 4 circuits. And you started slowly, which is, I think, the smart thing to do. Anyway, what Rob said to me was, he was hurting, but he still felt pretty good going into that 4th and final circuit. And he felt pretty confident that he was going to be able to retain his place and his position in the race. And then he said, out of the corner of his eye, he saw you. You was the way. And he said, I looked at her face, I looked at Joyette's face, and I knew I was in trouble. And I think he was a fair bit ahead of you going into that 4th leg. And he just said, his admiration for you, for that final sort of, kind of grit and guts and determination, because the back end of a marathon, even if it's in familiar territories, forget about running in the heat of the Philippines. If you're running in somewhere quite nice like, mid-Europe, it's hard. That last bit when you kind of hit that wall, I think often people say about 30 kilometers, 35 kilometers, it's brutal. I mean, you just dug deep, and clearly you knew what you wanted to achieve, not just to win the women's race, but to almost win the men's race as well. So, I mean, it's absolutely tremendous, and I'd like everybody you made yourself proud, you made FWD proud, and you certainly made the Philippines proud. So, congratulations, and please join me in Yes. And I think the other thing that I just wanted to say briefly is really kudos to the athletes, because I know, because I've got a couple of my family are sort of reasonable athletes, and I know how mentally it is important. You think you're going to do something, and how tough it is when that something actually gets changed at the last minute. It's actually quite hard. The sports actually is as much about mental as physical, in fact. Real kudos to the athletes, but I think also to all of the colleagues in FWD and the North Pole Marathon organisers who recognise that obviously this was a tremendous amount of commitment that had been put in by a whole lot of people, athletes and organisers, and to be able to deal with a completely unexpected left field event, such as geopolitical tensions getting in the way of being able to execute. And as Joyette said, there are some really critical things around this. It's not like, well, we can put it back a couple of 3 weeks and it'll be fine because the elements, in the Arctic are very finite in terms of what the implications to them, etc. I think it was an incredible thing. And for me, I am proud of what FWD and the organisers were able to do because this is kind of a bit like a vignette of life, if you like. And this really is what FWD is about, which is making sure that mentally and also financially, that when life throws you a curveball, which unfortunately it does more often than we would actually like, you have the wherewithal to be able to deal with it. It may not be what you wanted, but at least if you can get an outcome and to be able to work around it. And I think, as I say, this is really what it fully embraced our whole, get ready to live, celebrate living, and be ready for anything that life throws at you sort of mentality. So congratulations. I mean, some of the guys like Tim and so on and so forth are not here. You'll probably see this video at some point or another. So magnificent performance by everybody. And again, all I can end up by saying, Joyette, I'm absolutely in awe of your achievement. 4 hours, 10 minutes is a pretty decent time actually in any marathon, to be perfectly honest with you, let alone running around on ice and bitingly cold winds and so on and so forth. It was terrific, and if we do get a chance to do it all over again, well, expectations are pretty high now. Yeah. You've set the bar really high, but brilliant job. We are so proud of you. We're delighted you came home safely, successfully, and proudly flying the Philippine flag. So well done. Thank you very much indeed, everybody.